34, Evan King. Knocked out of bounds by Trey Reeves. The Redmen have it first and goal. Columbian takes their first time out of the half. Keegan Ray gains about 1.5 yards to the half-yard line, second and goal. Keegan Ray for the touchdown. The penalty marker, holding against the Redmen is the call. The ball back at the 13-yard line for the extra point attempt, the 2-point conversion attempt for the Redmen.
Ray flushed out of the pocket, just tucked it and ran. Got big chunk yardage, but the Redmen
was on the far side of the field. Senior quarterback Keegan Ray in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, rolls to his left.
all the time in the world.
Loads it up. No, he's going to be brought down. Ball's on the ground. Columbian's got the ball at the 41-yard line.
Oh my goodness. Number 9, Cyrus Burden, becomes a burden for the Redmen as Keegan Ray taking all day to throw the ball downfield. Doesn't see Burden in his blind spot, and he just gets walloped. Toss it up.
That should be an automatic first down for the Redmen.
So, penalty on the play on Tiffin Columbian negates the fumble. It'll be a 10-yard penalty added to the end of the run.
So that's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Let's see what the penalty was there, Tommy. I think they called holding on the defense. So 2nd down and 6 coming up here for Bellevue as they had a holding in the secondary. Negate a fumble recovery. Empty backfield here for Keegan Ray. Ray takes the snap, rolls to the right. Nice stiff arm there, but unable to keep his feet as he's tripped up right around the 27-yard line. Short of the first down by about 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Second and 3. 3rd and 3, actually.
And we've got 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Keegan Ray in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, looking. And he's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's going to be cut down before the first down. Just short, about a yard short of the first. They'll be brought down right at the 25-yard line, but this is no man's land right here. He's going to go for it, 4th and 1.
Yeah, these are the
number 70, Decker DeVore.
situation that separates the men from the boys. Another money down here for the Redmen. 4th and 1, ball on the 25, just driving.
Trying to draw the defense with the hard count there, but the defense stayed home. We're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Bellevue.
And again, try to draw the defense off sides. You call that timeout to communicate and dial up the perfect play. Because again, both teams, 2 timeouts remaining here in this first half of action, and you definitely can't take them with you, Nate.
That's right, absolutely. May as well use them now when you can. That's one of those situations where, you don't want to rush a play. You want to make sure you got the right one.
Yeah.
This is a big possession here for the Redmen. They're driving. They've got it on this 4th and 1. They convert here. You're in a much better position here as we're heading into the locker room. They can punch this one into the end zone.
Almost like I always say, this is such a big money down here, and the only thing that pressure creates better than diamonds is a turnover, and that's exactly what Tiffin Columbian is looking for here on this big 4th and 1 play. SBC Lake action, 3-0 Bellevue against Tiffin Columbian, 3-0. Battle of the unbeatens here in Bellevue, Ohio. It's Keegan Ray, looks to the sideline.
Ray looking for the adjustment, now has the call. Calls it out to his line. Keegan Ray takes the snap. He's going to pitch out to the left.
Oh, I think
and the defense is right there for the stop in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Tornadoes will take over at their own 26. Big stop there by the defense.
Tornadoes will take over on downs.
Seth Belleville comes to Bellevue to make a name for himself, and he does just that by forcing a turnover on a 4th and 1 situation with the Redmen driving in their own territory. Man. Tiffin Columbian defense. They're back in the shadow of their own end zone, able to come up big on a huge defensive stand. Now this offense will take the field.
Shotgun formation. Logan Beeson brings a man in motion. Beaston handoff off the right side. That's Jackson.
Keyshawn
The hole was
Jackson,
there,
number
but it closed up
two,
real quick. That
tackled by
defense
about
was
4 or 5
all
of
over
the
that
Redmen.
run.
Led by
the way.
39, Mason Baudet.
Leading the way was Mason
41,
Baudet.
Mason Treat.
Yeah, it's like a
Wow.
this defense, this Bellevue defense is like opening up a set of elevator doors in The Shining. You just see a big pool of red swallow you up.
Conley, the man in motion. Beaston gets it out. It's complete. He's got it out to Jackson. Jackson able to make a couple guys miss. Tommy, he went backwards and then came back forwards to get 2 yards on that play.
Gain 2 on the play, 3rd down and 8.
But Jackson nearly lost that ball as he tipped it up to himself, able to secure the catch, and then turned it upfield for a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Tiffin Columbian.
This could be a quick 3 and out for the Redmen if Tiffin Columbian ain't careful.
Empty backfield here. They bring a man in motion. Beaston looking to the left side. It's complete out to Jackson. Jackson, blockers in front, buries his head forward, but the defense is right there at the 31-yard line. Nice stop there by the Redmen. 4th down coming up here, and the punt unit coming on the
3 or
field for
4
Tiffin
yard gain for
Columbian.
the Tornadoes.
We
bringing
talk
up
about the
4th
great
and
defensive stand by the Tiffin
4.
Columbian on that last drive by Bellevue. How about this Redmen D forcing a quick 3 and out after Columbian swang the momentum back in their favor.
Deacon Hornback for the Redmen.
Now Xavier Coppice back deep to punt. They get pressure on the punt, but he gets it away. Hits at the 40, rolls inside the 30.
Takes a nice tornado bounce.
Down inside the 20. Oh, what a friendly roll. All the way inside the 15, down inside the 14-yard line. Outstanding punt there by Xavier Coppice. I think it hit at the 40 and then rolled all the way inside the 15. Wow.
I think everyone working in the kitchen over there at 4-Ball Pizza Palace is just kissing their fingers on that beautiful punt. Columbian, they took over on their own 21, I believe, on that last drive.
Now Keegan Ray going to keep it off the left side. The C opens up, and he takes off. Hurdles the defender, but couldn't keep his feet under him as he gets to about the 31-yard line.
And he'll take it from the 14 to
Nice
the
run there by
31,
Keegan
1st
Ray.
and 10 Redmen.
15, 16, 17-yard gain there.
Part of the reason why he leads the Lake Division in rushing. 447 yards coming into tonight.
1 man in the backfield, 1 tight end on the left side, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side of the field. Keegan Ray comes up to the line to make the adjustment. Now stands back in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to keep it himself up the middle, off the right side, and he buries his head forward. He's got it up past the 35 to the 36-yard line. 5-yard gain there.
5, 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5 coming up.
Again, if you know this storied rivalry, Keegan Ray, he's been causing issues for this Tiffin Columbian squad for years. Here in the senior campaign, the big 6'2" senior quarterback, he can stretch and get those second chance yards.
Ray, 2nd and 5 in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Quarterback design run. And not a whole lot there. Actually going to lose a couple yards.
on the play.
Back to about the 34-yard line.
Around the 34-yard line.
2-yard loss there.
3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the offense of the Redmen.
Yeah, Sawyer Herdlick on the stop there. Double-shouldered senior, 6 foot, 222 pounds.
Now Keegan Ray going to come up to the line here. Now, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to look. Down the field, he's got a man at the 40, 35. He's cut down inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Boy, Tommy, they just lost track of the receiver there. Number 10, Tyler Ray, on the reception, but he was all by himself out there.
I think Keegan Ray was looking at his chops. He's seen a couple of different
targets
that he could have went to downfield as Columbia shallow in their defensive pursuits. Allowed the big play to happen to him downfield, and a big, what was a 3rd and 7, now turns into a first down.
Keegan Ray going to keep it himself up the middle.
Keegan Ray, the ball
Got it
carrier.
up near the
Number 4 on the
27-yard
tackle,
line is where they'll
Bellevue.
mark him down.
It's Keegan Ray, this quarterback, again, this is the guy you can't allow to stretch the ball out on you and keep, turning out the short yardage plays.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ray, 2 receivers on the near side of the field. 2 tight ends set here. Put them both on the left side of the line. Heavy set.
Oh, and he's just
And Ray stood up right at the 25-yard line and driven backwards by the defense. Short gain there.
Stood up by 15, Gunther Kissel.
Gunther Kissel on the tackle for Tiffin Columbian. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 2.
25. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Redmen.
We're down to 5:12 left to play here in the first half. Tiffin Columbian leading 7-6. Now Keegan Ray. It's crucial 3rd down situation. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now rolls to his
Look
right.
at that. Unrelenting.
Nice pressure by the defense. Ray gets rid of it. It's complete inside the 15-yard line. Once again, finding Tyler Ray.
Ray, number 10 for the Redmen first down.
We're going to mark him out of bounds at the 14-yard line, but a nice completion there from Keegan Ray to Tyler Ray.
I'll tell you what, Kane Mears and Ray on the run.
Placed at about the 13.
And just that's what comes with being a senior quarterback, playing at this level and being at this spot before.
Ray's going to keep it himself. Keegan Ray up the middle. He's down inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. The Redmen driving once again.
Stopped by number 3, LJ Reeves.
This drive started all the way back at the 14-yard line. Here they have it at the 4-yard line, driving from right to left on your radio dial.
Tiffin Columbian, that bend but do not break mentality. See if their defense holds up again.
Now here they have the offense trying to spread the defense out once again here. 4 wide receivers, no tight ends, 1 back in the backfield.
Last time you saw that, you saw Keegan
Keegan Ray's going to keep it right up the middle, off right tackle, and into the end zone.
Keegan Ray for the Redmen touchdown.
Bellevue takes the lead now, 12-7 pending the point after. But that was a methodical drive by the Redmen
There's
offense.
nothing you can do to stop it. Again, we talked about that play that just got him in the end zone. Designed to stretch the defense out, and they just go and turn it up and run it at you. You got to be prepared for those type of plays.
Justin
You
Mays.
prepare all week for that situation.
Justin Mays doing an excellent job with the lead blocking duties there in the backfield. Now the offense on the field, looking to go for 2 here.
Yeah,
Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
The Redmen will burn their second time out of the half.
Their second timeout in the first half.
3:52
Keep
to go
it
in
right here.
quarter number 2,
3:52 left to play
here.
here in the first half. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors for bringing you high school football all season long right here on WTTF. Thanks to our pregame show sponsor, UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schiefer Insurance, Compass Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware in Tiffin, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Gibbler's Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, stick around for the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show right after the conclusion of tonight's ballgame. 12-7, Bellevue leading Tiffin Columbian and looking to go for 2 here. They got the offense on the field. Once again, spread formation here for the Redmen. 2 receivers on each side of the field, 1 man in the backfield. Now Ray takes the snap, looks into the end zone, and it is complete. He's got his man for the 2-point conversion. Tyler Ray on completion.
3:52 to go in the half.
And that puts Bellevue up 14-7 with 3:52 left to play here in the first half. The Redmen taking advantage of these Columbian miscues.
Both of their scoring drives, Bellevue running the same quarterback keeper, able to put points on the board. First time the Redmen found pay dirt, went for the 2 points, failed to convert on that one. They make those points up, make this a one-score ball game.
And you know, Tommy,
50,
quarterback
Zane Klaus
design
into kick
plays
for the
that they
Redmen.
run, it opens up so much in their offense. You see these receivers running wild, untouched through the secondary, and you're thinking to yourself, how are these guys so wide open? It's because the defense is keying on this quarterback. And he, as a senior, is doing an excellent job of just taking what the defense has given him tonight. Once again, receiver muffs the return, brings it to the 40-yard line, up to the 41-yard line.
32,
brought down.
Tackled by Grant Nicholson.
Gunter Kissel on the return. Tiffin Columbian will take over at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, we talked about that last score by the Redmen, stopping the drought between these two teams. The last two drives went without a score. Now it's Tiffin Columbian's time to respond. You got to get some points on the board before you go back into the half. At least knock this one up, because Bellevue preferred to kick at the start of this one, so they'll get the ball back.
That's absolutely right.
Going in the last 24 minutes of football, and you don't want to give the Redmen.
Beaston, handoff, Jackson off the right side. First time we've seen him with any kind of running room today as he gets it up to the midfield marker. We've got a player down for Bellevue.
Injury timeout. The ball will be placed at midfield, second and 1.
Down on the play, Mason Bova.
We have our 2 second quarter Friday night giveaway winners. Again, this raffle sponsored by the Bellevue Redmen Athletic Boosters. $250 the prize for each of the following: Ron Miller and Jim and Marie Strayer. Ron Miller and Jim and Marie Strayer are 2 second quarter winners, each winning $250. We appreciate the participation in our Friday night giveaway sponsored by the Athletic Boosters.
Beaston, back to pass, pump fake, now loads it up left sideline. He's got it! Reeves, catch 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tiffin Columbian. He just got mossed.
O.J. Reeves continues to tack on to this great season that he's had here with his 6th touchdown on the season.
What an outstanding catch by Reeves as he caught it over the top of the defender. Literally went over his head to catch the ball, brought it down, and took it the rest of the way for the touchdown, untouched from the 20-yard line.
Tiffin Columbian now has a chance to tie it up here with the extra point.
Boy, Tommy, that should be a Sports Center play right there. That was nice. Oh, bad snap. Maddox Simcoe rolls to the right, looking for a target in the end zone. No, incomplete. Oh, they nearly turned that into something, because, Tommy, that was a bad snap. Maddox Simcoe tried to create something. The defense did a nice job containing him, but a receiver leaked into the back of the end zone. Simcoe almost found him back there, but just unable to make that connection. So they're down by 1, 14-13. Wow. Tommy, that was exactly what Tiffin Columbian needed right there. An answer to that long scoring drive to get a long bomb to come within 1.
Yeah, and again, that was exactly what this tornado offense needed, but you still find yourself behind as this first 24 minutes of action draws on. And man, we talk about, again, that missed extra point opportunity. Bad snap. Maddox Simcoe doing the classic, making chicken salad, chicken you-know-what.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, but he really tried to get something out of that one.
82, Xavier Coppice to kick for the Tornadoes.
Unable to come up with that one, still finds himself 1 point behind. 14-13.
Deegan Horn and Mason Miller back deep to receive, 11-24.
So Tiffin Columbian set to kick off, trailing by 1 now. After the long connection from Beaston to L.J. Reeves.
Tiffin Columbian weren't working by the hour on that last drive, and now they give the ball back to the hands of Keegan Ray and this Bellevue squad with 3:17 left. Got a lot of football left in this first half.
What a boot. Return man fields it at the 3, to the 10, 15, to the 20. 25 is where he'll be brought down just past the 25-yard line. Nice return there by Deegan Horn.
Trey
Brought down by Trey Reeves, number 7.
Make the stop there. That, again, that Bellevue returner, he started getting, he's about ready to hit the turbo on that one.
So Redmen will take over at their own 26-yard line. Tiffin Columbian's defense didn't really get much chance to rest there, Tommy, as the offense, quick strike there, got it right back into the end zone, and now the defense finds himself back on the field after a long scoring drive the last time they were out there.
Yeah, like 87-yard scoring drive on that last
Now Keegan Ray, the ball carrier, quarterback keeper off the left side, up to about the 32-yard line. That's where they'll mark it down.
Number of 802-325, 802-325 on the 50-50 ticket, 802.
Times as a defense,
325, 802-325. Bring your ticket to the press box, please.
Open it up to the air, but also you just want to get after him when he turns it up and runs.
Yeah.
But he's still able to burn you for those, 3 or 4 yards here or there.
Ray off left side. Not a whole lot doing there, maybe a couple up to the 35-yard line. But Tommy, I'll tell you this much, that kid never loses yards. He always is falling forwards. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, he is just a mountain of a man to bring down. Even though he's only 6'2", he's just all man.
I'll tell you this much, Sean Hatley able to make a great stop on that one. I'm not a big fan of arm tackling, but he grabbed Keegan
Third
Ray.
and 1, Ray under center, runs up, and now he's got the first down. They've done that a couple times here, Tommy. We saw that down on the goal line where Ray was in the shotgun, then just ran up under center to take the snap and then take that quarterback sneak. That's got to be something that the defense keeps an eye on in the second half, but it could also be something that Bellevue's trying to set up for the second half. We'll see. Ray in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking. Now he's going to keep it to the left. He's going to take off and run with it.
Get an angle
and he's going to be out of bounds. How is that not a blindside block?
Brody
out of bounds. Cyrus
just gets cleaned up.
Just got absolutely cleaned up on the right sideline there.
The gain is up to the 46-yard line where the Redmen have it. Second and 1.
He's talking to the ref, and I think the ref is trying to tell him, like, hey, you were just enough of the inside of his shoulder to consider that a front side block. So, fair game. Keegan Ray is going to keep it himself and carry it past the field marker down to about the 47-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes to play now, 1:47 left here in the first half.
This Columbian defense playing into the tempo of the Redmen. You can't allow this Redmen offense here to control the tempo because they're going to keep that ball moving like we talked about, especially with Keegan Ray pushing that ball forward.
They got to get some more penetration up front, Tommy. They really have to win this battle in the trenches.
Want a big stop.
Keegan Ray keeps it himself, and there's a stop by the defense. Short gain.
And they're going to get.
And I think they're going to get a holding call.
Back at the 49, a holding on Bellevue.
It's going to be a hold against Bellevue, so this one will come back. This one was called right around midfield, so spot foul will put them back at the 40.
I thought for a second there they were going to call it a cleanup shot that was on Keegan Ray as he went down, but the motor on this Keegan Ray, man, he's one of those guys that can take a lick and just keep on ticking.
That's right.
First and 22
now.
3 receivers out far to the right. Ray takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking, loads it up, right side. He's got a man, and it is nearly picked off. LJ Reeves tried to make the play on the ball.
I can't believe he came from the backside of that play to save that.
Tyler Ray just seemed to stop and wait for the ball there. Reeves had plenty of time to get up underneath of it and make the play. But I'll tell you what, they were lucky that Reeves was able to make that play because Ray was by himself, completely wide open over there.
Second time they found him on an island.
If they could have just led him a little bit more out front, that would have definitely been 6. Ray, shotgun, 2nd and 22, loads up the screen, and the defense sniffs out the screen, got him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made at the 41-yard line, 3rd down coming up. This is where I take a timeout if I was Columbian.
Again, you can't take him with
the ball at the 42.
Down inside of a minute now, 55 seconds left.
They're
going to keep it. They're going to keep the offense moving here. Let's try to see if they can pick up this 3rd and 20 from the 42-yard line. Ray going to keep it himself up the middle, off the left side. Not a whole lot there. Maybe a few yards. Up to the 44, and timeout called by Columbia with 38 seconds left. So they saved one of those timeouts
for their possession. Because again, you don't want
They'll have 2.
You don't want to call both those timeouts right now and give Edna
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Time with that ball to draw something up.
Absolutely, that's a really good point.
Even though 3rd and 22 is very hard to convert. Trust me, there's not many coaches in Ohio that I'd put my money on that could convert that, and Ed Nasani is one of them.
That's right. So 4th down and 18 coming up here. Looks like this is a punting situation, obviously, here. But you never know. 38 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Tiffin Columbian. What can they do?
You always have to go with that risk-reward ratio, and I think it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Way too many things can go wrong from here.
Now, Tiffin Columbian gets the ball back here with just over 30 seconds left. Or right around 30 seconds. It's 2 timeouts, 30 seconds enough time to get it down the field?
I mean, as you saw in that last drive, apparently not. As Tiffin Columbian is real quick to score. It's just whether or not you can find that that weakness or that soft spot in this Bellevue defense.
Now, straight punt formation here. Ray straight up. And that's going to hit down at the 35. It doesn't take much of a roll down. It hit the ground, bounce straight up, hit the ground again, and then bounce straight up again. I've never seen that happen. So ball will be marked at the 34-yard line. 29 seconds left here in the first half. Columbian with 2 timeouts here in the first half. Trying to come back, put some points on the board before halftime. Take the lead once again. Now we got freshman quarterback Braden Rogo in the shotgun. Loads it up. He's got it complete near the first down marker. He's got it up past midfield.
Rogo's pass is
up to the 47-yard line. That's where he'll be marked down. 23 seconds left here in the first half.
Number 6, Grant Nichols.
Ball is set. Now the clock starts to roll.
Redmen 47, first and 10
back to pass.
16 seconds
Loads it up to the right
half.
side. And it is complete.
Fires another laser.
He's got it out to Jackson Harris, and they'll take a timeout here.
17
Most
Jackson
likely
Harris.
with 11 seconds.
And Columbian will burn their 3rd
11
and final
seconds.
timeout with 11 seconds to go.
Left here in the first half. Columbian has used all of their timeouts, according to the announcer. I thought they had 2 left, but
you know, normally when you see these freshmen, you know, they get that varsity nod, or they get those minutes. You know, normally you see some bowling shoe ugly balls. You see them kind of coming into, you know, like a Great Dane puppy dog, just kind of not knowing what to do with the body that they got under him. But this Rago, I mean, this kid, he's really come into his own just as a freshman. He's got a great touch to the ball. He's got great decision making. And he's got a quiet confidence that I think definitely goes under the radar. Doesn't get too shook up, Nate.
and that's pretty remarkable for a freshman. He's shown a lot in limited duty here this year. Obviously getting the start on opening night, big deal for him. But he's putting it all together so far here this year. Rogo loads it up, going deep.
Look at that ball!
And it is incomplete. Hits down at the 1-yard line. Rogo took a hit at the end of that one.
Reeves. We have 6 seconds to go in the half.
6 seconds left. Probably just about enough time to load it up one more time for the end zone.
And again, for a freshman, normally you got to look back for it and then get in the end zone. That kid,
I mean, he was trying to lead his guy.
yeah, he just sent that one sailing. Look at this side.
So 3rd and 4. 6 seconds left. Braden Rogo in the shotgun. Looking, loads it up over to the right side. It's complete. 2 seconds left. He's got it out of bounds at the first down marker up to the 34-yard line. So they got it a little bit closer. Are they going to try for the kick? I think they are. I think they're bringing out the field goal unit here. Xavier Coppice on to attempt this field goal, which would be
82 Xavier Coppice in there.
Right about a 50-yard field goal.
Why not?
Now, Coppice, I've seen him in pregame warm-ups before. He's got a leg on him. I mean, he can hit it from 40, 45 out, but this might be extending his range a little bit. And that one's well short. Coppice hits about the arm
And our
of the
score at
Redmen
halftime,
end
Bellevue
zone.
14.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. So your score, Bellevue 14, Tiffin Columbian 13. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back with the halftime show. You're listening to high school football right here on your Seneca County Sports Connection, WTTF.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Christopher M. Meadows, assistant David W. Strayer, percussion instructor Glenn Armstrong, and color guard advisor Mary Spade, we proudly present the pride of Bellevue, the 2020 Bellevue High School Marching Band. The band is back together again for the first time since last Friday's halftime show. And in our limited small group rehearsals throughout the week, we were able to learn a new percussion cadence and a new dance. So we're about to get funky in both song and dance to Lip Incorporated's Funky Town.
Redmen lead at the half after a tremendous first 24 minutes of action. Live here from Bellevue, Ohio. Just a few minutes again, we'll give you the second half of this action. Live from Bellevue, Ohio. Tiffin Columbian 3-0, Bellevue 3-0, both from the SBC Lake Conference, fighting for positioning at the top of the SBC Lake. And again, what a tremendous 24 minutes of action. Catch this game again on the traditional radio dial 93.3 FM AM 1600 and online at WTTF.com. And if you want the companion piece, tune into our Facebook Live streaming right now, along with our direct link to the game posted on our Facebook Live page. That you can go on Boxcast, direct link posted to our Facebook Live page, click that Boxcast link. Again, you'll be dialed in to the actual full screen of this game. Might be a little bit laggy on the Facebook end if you decide to view it from there, but again, who am I to tell you where and how to digest your high school football? But we'll be back. The second half of action.
Again, during our COVID pandemic here, we're shortened on the halftime show, so this will be the conclusion of tonight's show. with one of the greatest guitar riffs ever written and a song that was included in the top 500 rock songs of all time. Give it up for Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the pride of Bellevue, the 2020 Bellevue High School Marching Band.
Take those with you.
Man, I was planning on seeing the baby during half.
She has to get past You have to
I know I want to. Well, he doesn't like me again, so.
Aiden probably just needs to date you.
Well, no, listen.
It's all wrong. No,
When you do that,
I missed it anyway.
I stopped.
just wanted to say hi.
Okay, so
I know, I got it. I just, while I have I thought you didn't get them. I'm like, I got no, I just, and in
Bluetooth pairing.
rushes it in. And then on the next scoring drive, Ray again able to tuck it and run. Tiffin Columbian's got to come up with an answer for that QB draw, and definitely send a man there out the spot and pump. But when you're Tiffin Columbian's offense, you know,
82, Xavier Compass to kick for the Tornadoes to start the third quarter. Mason Miller and Deegan Horn
Once
back in
again,
to receive.
Tiffin Columbian will kick off to start the second half. Bellevue get the first shot on offense. Compass gets his leg into this one. Return man field to the 15th, the 20, 25 to the 30, and he'll be cut down.
Deegan Horn takes around the 14-yard line, and he'll advance it up to around. Let's see where the referees are going to mark it. Right around the 35-yard line, appears to be. First and 10 red. On the tackle for the Tornadoes was 29, Elijah Burlisle.
That's Burlisle on the stop. Ray looks to the side. He's going to come out with a shotgun formation. Got two backs on each side of him. Hands it off. Tiffin Columbian able to get a stop there as they
Justin Mays, number 33, the ball carrier.
Justin Mays.
Tackled by number 4, Seth Belleville for the Tornadoes.
Stop.
About a 3-yard gain. Call it second and a long 7.
Figure out what's going on here with our safety.
Ray in the shotgun again. Receiver on his right. Tucks it up and runs.
Keegan Ray, number 12, the ball carrier. 42 on the stop.
Right side, able to rush ahead.
Kashawn Hatley.
Kashawn Hatley comes in.
The ball being placed at the 40.
Still,
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Third and 5 situation the Redmen are going to face here. Personnel change on the field. Keegan Ray. 3 bunch on his left.
Looking, loads up to the left side, and he's got his receiver.
Penalty marker on the play.
5-yard line. Flag down on
Nate
the
Davis
play.
was the recipient of the pass from Keegan Ray. But we'll check the penalty here. So being
Looks like it is going to be an ineligible man downfield. Or no.
ineligible receiver downfield will be marked off against Bellevue.
Yes. They just pointed the wrong direction. I was like, how's that against the defense?
Tried to go with like a bubble screen. That's something everyone has communicated exactly what that bunch is.
Well, replay 3rd down at 3rd and 10 now instead of 3rd and 5.
Back 5 yards. Bring up 3rd and 10. He's going to bring up 3 wide. Back. He's under pressure. No, he pops out.
Mays.
The ball being
down on the
called
way.
down
45-yard line.
at about the 45-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. It was a completed pass to Justin Mays by Keegan Ray. And it will be a Redmen first down at the 45.
We're going to get a generous call here as Bellevue moves the chains. What a tremendous conversion on that one. Ray tucks it up again.
Keegan Ray, the ball carrier, number 12, will get 4 yards. 42 tripped him up. Kashawn Hatley.
Trying to figure out what's going on with our radio because we have no radio signal. Not understanding what exactly is going on because everything's still connected the same way it was in the first half. So
Keegan Ray.
Keegan Ray's
under
pass
pressure
was
there.
intended for number 34, Evan King. It's incomplete.
Overthrows
On coverage was Jackson Harris, number 17. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Redmen.
See exactly who got that pressure on there. I think that's Sean Hatley. But another 3rd down situation facing the Redmen here. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 49, inching into enemy territory.
Keegan Ray's pass is complete to Nate Davis, number 9. Coverage was provided by Xavier Burns, but it's a Redmen 1st down at the 40-yard line of the Columbian Tornadoes.
Now the Redmen on this drive. They're just grinding this Tornado defense. Tucks it up and runs again. Draw. I think
The fumble on the play.
Has the ball. Tiffin Columbian recovers the fumble. They'll take over at the 37-yard line.
sometimes you go to that well too often. It'll come
Columbian
up dry.
comes up with the fumble recovery at
dried
the
up for the Redmen
37,
on that
1st
drive.
and 10.
8:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Tiffin Columbian's gonna take over. Man, Columbian will take over on the 37. After Keegan Ray, once again, has been burning this defense with that quarterback draw. Coughs it up, causes a turnover.
Logan Beeston's pass is complete to Maddox Simcoe. Stop on the play by 14, Hunter Martin. Officials timeout. That gives us time to thank some of our
So second
booster
down, 8 coming up here.
donators this year for our home games. Gettinger
At the
Concessions,
45
the
yard
Medicine
line.
Shop of Bellevue, Cornerstone Counseling, thanks to
What a
Dan Higgins
tremendous
and
stop
crew,
by
Underground Utilities, Agler Law Offices, Quality Welding, International Metal Hose, First National Bank, The Clothes Hanger, Hasselbach and Paul Agency, North Coast Radon Services, LLC, Nichols Construction Incorporated, Team Ray Motorsports, Zimmerman Remodeling and Construction. Pass is incomplete to Brody Conley. 6 on coverage with Grant Nichols. Some more of our sponsors for the boosters, and we appreciate all they do. Bellevue Elks, number 1013, Firelands Federal Credit Union, Miller's Drive-In, Great Lakes Packers Incorporated, Thomas Steel Incorporated, and Buckeye Medical Incorporated. Dr. Doug Hoy and crew, we thank everyone for their support of our Redmen Athletic Boosters, our major donors for the
Shotgun
2020
formation brings
season.
a man in motion. That's Maddox Simcoe. 14-13, Bellevue.
Shows blitz.
Jackson takes the handoff, and there is a wall of red right there as soon as he gets to the line. Nothing doing there for Columbian running game, and that's been pretty much all night here, Tommy. They really have not been able to find much success on the ground.
We talked about this Bellevue linebacker situation, kind of keeping at base, but on that one, they blitzed Nick Missler, and like a missile, able to just shoot the A-gap, able to come up with a big stop there.
Down to 15 seconds on the play clock, now down to 10. Beeston, shotgun formation. Takes the snap, handoff, Jackson. Oh, and he's got it. Second effort. He'll have the first down up to the 47-yard line. But man, he was stopped just short. It looked like right about the 45, but that second effort, he kept those legs turning and moving, and he fell forward and picked up enough for the first down. They're going to call for a measurement, but boy, if anything, it'll be by the nose of the football. It should be right on.
I think he had more than enough there. But as we take a timeout, there's a tend to the player on the field. We'll take a time out here to thank our sponsors that help bring high school football to you each and every week right here on WTTF. We want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schaefer Insurance, Compass Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics.
Wow, we're going to say it's short.
Lee's Floor Covering.
I cannot believe
Keebler
that. Wow.
Coon Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And again, Nate, just as you talked about, they called that one short. And that's kind of a little bit of the...
I have no idea how that was short,
That's a little bit of the home cooking you get, because on that last drive by the Bellevue Redmen, on a play that, you know, could have been considered short, you're going to get that call.
And we're happy to see number 76,
Tommy, I'll tell you,
Hayden Berger,
where he went down,
field to the right.
it was pretty clear he got the first down, but where they put the ball, yeah, that's definitely, it was short. I mean, wow. I don't know. Because they put the marker right at the, see, that when they put the marker down the first time, it was at the 47. Now you put the marker just shy of the 47. So
that's just one of those unfortunate situations where you can't leave the game be in the hands of the officials.
That's right.
You gotta go out there and take care of business yourself. Nobody's gonna give it to you.
7:41 left to play here in the third. Ray takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle, and not a whole lot doing there. Maybe a yard.
He'll gain about a yard.
Yeah, as he was stood up, and then as soon as he was stood up, you see those defenders just start ripping at the ball.
Tiffin Columbian, the ball at the 46 now. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Keegan Ray, again, when you go out there and you force a turnover or cause a turnover, that could eat at you a little bit, and that's Columbian defense. You know, they're frothing at the mouth, chomping at the bit, waiting to get at Ray.
Ray, back to pass, looking, loads up. Now he's got to keep it. Defense did a great job covering. Oh, nice job by the receiver to come back for that one. Nathan Davis broke away from the coverage, gave his quarterback an excellent target back at the 32-yard line. Nice play there by the Redmen to pick up that first down. But an excellent broken play there as Keegan Ray, you know, his eyes were on the left side of the field, but Davis came back to him and gave him a target. Keegan Ray now is going to keep it himself. Up the middle, off the left side, and the defense is right there, bringing him down for a 2-yard loss back at the 34-yard line.
That's what we talked about, those defensive adjustments.
Keegan Ray Walker, he loses about 2 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 12.
By the quarterback, you know, you got to take a good read on the quarterback if you're a linebacker, or send a man and spy to be there to punish that quarterback if he decides to be brave and tuck it up to the A-gap.
3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side of the field. Keegan Ray in the shotgun with 1 man back there. Ray takes the snap, rolls to his right. He gets it out. It's incomplete. The receiver dropped the ball. Trenton McIntyre, the intended receiver, right about the 30-yard line. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 coming up here for the Bellevue offense. And Tommy, this is the kind of offense not exactly built for 3rd and long.
Kane Mears on the defensive side of things on that one, able to get tremendous pressure right off rip. Knocks a Bellevue offensive lineman down, and that forced Keegan Ray to have to make a quick decision.
3 receivers on the far side of the field. Keegan Ray stands in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, looks left, tries to set up the screen. They have it set up to Mays. He's to the 25, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be real close to the first down marker. They're going to call it probably short, but it depends on where the second spot is.
It's going to be maybe
first spot has him at the 24, about the 23-yard line, so that's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
4th and 1 now for the Redmen.
Big down and distance here for Bellevue, and a money down for this defense right now. They got to get off the field right now.
Both teams that came up big defensively.
Ray once again under center, quarterback keeper, and the defense might have stopped him. I think they stopped him. He should be short. Unless they're going to get some more hometown cooking, that should be a short call.
Well, normally you get the forward progress if you're not stood straight up at the line, but Ray,
that marker looks short from here.
That's going to be hard to...
If you look across the field, he's about a half yard short. They will call for the measurement, but I don't really think it's needed here.
We talk about turnabout being fair play. Both defenses tonight, bend but do not break mentality for the Redmen and the Tornadoes.
So here comes the chains. And that is indeed short. Columbian will take over at their own 23-yard line.
So again, let's recap exactly how this second half of football actions kind of went underway. Bellevue come out with a great big drive.
We have our
looking
third quarter Friday night giveaway winners.
About ready to put it in the end zone, and then from their own 49,
each winning $350.
Causes a
Martin and
turnover.
Jen Seaman,
Columbian in the ensuing
our first
possession,
winner, and then
gets
Nancy
stuffed,
Amber, our second
stopped
winner.
on a
Each of them to win
4th and 1 situation.
$350.
And now
Martin
again,
and Jen Seaman's
turnabout
ticket
being fair
was
play.
$350,
Redmen
and
driving
Nancy
into
Amber,
Tornado territory,
she also won
and that
$350.
TC
Congratulations
defense
to our
coming
first
up
quarter
big.
Friday night
And
giveaway
now
winner.
Tiffin Columbian.
Beeston loads it up. Oh, nearly picked off. Nice read there by Mason Bova. And if I tell you what, Tommy, if he'd have picked that off, he was gone. He'd have taken that one for 6. Bova with a nice read, and I don't think Beeston ever saw him floating there. Just kind of scraping the top off the defense there. And I'll tell you, he just kind of floated there in midfield range and just kind of hid behind that defensive line. Beeston, handoff off the left side. Jackson carries it forward.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Up to about the 27-yard line.
They talk about
Trenton McIntyre.
Actually, that was Brody Conley on the carry.
Tiffin
excuse
Columbian
me.
offense had really
Number
struggled
one
in the
on
first
the
half to
carry
get
was
anything
Brody
going on the
Conley.
ground. Just
Number
27
2,
yards
Nick
rushing
Missler
for
on
the
the top.
Tornadoes in that
Numbers
first
reversed
half.
for a second there.
Brody Conley
Gonna bring up third down
ahead.
and 6 for the
Makes this third and
Tornadoes.
6 situation.
Brody Conley, fake handoff. They load up the screen, and the defense did an excellent job of reading that one right away.
Blown up by the Redmen, led by number
Big number
59,
59, Colin
Karapi.
Karapi
The loss back to the 21-yard
makes the stop in the backfield. 4th and 12 coming up now for Tiffin Columbian. Out comes the punt.
in the punt for the Tornadoes. Deegan Hornback deep for the Redmen.
To those first games that we got to join these Tornadoes, you kind of wondered if this Tornado squad had a punt team. Tiffin, but Bellevue, man, tonight,
My bad.
it really kept this Tiffin Columbian squad humble.
Bellevue brings the rush. Gets the punt away. 45, and that did not take a very friendly roll. As
punt is
down
down
right
by
there at
Tornadoes
45.
45-yard line.
Bellevue will take over inside Tiffin Columbian territory at the 45-yard line. Excellent field position to start this one for the Redmen. Tiffin Columbian defense once again being put to the task to come up with a stop.
But again, they've done a tremendous job. I mean, this Bellevue offense, I mean, they can grind on you, but Tiffin Columbian showing true grit down there.
Ray takes the handoff, now rolls to his right, gets it away. It's incomplete. Boy, number 14, Hunter Martin, the intended receiver
His
there.
pass was intended for Hunter
I'm not
Martin,
sure if
number
he was
14,
actually
I
the
think, I
intended
believe.
receiver because he kind of pulled his hands back like, no, I don't want that.
Second and 10.
Yeah, maybe he might not have been an eligible receiver on that play. Maybe he was covered up on that play. I'm not sure. I don't think he was, though.
But at the end of the day, that might just been a little bit of miscommunication as Tiffin Columbian sent the house after Ray, and Ray was forced to throw that out. But that's by design. Just somebody wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for the reception.
Trips bunch to the right side of the field. Two backs in the backfield with Keegan Ray. He calls for the snap, takes it, handoff off the right side. That's Mays.
Boy,
Mays is
33, Justin
Mays is doing a great job of falling forward for a couple extra
7.
yards when it seems like the defense hasn't bottled up. Because Tommy, it looked like they had him right about the 45, but he just fell forward, kept those legs churning, picked up 3 yards on that one. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Bellevue. Ball at the 42-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Keegan Ray looked like a false start on the wide receiver there as number 11 just turned around and looked. But yeah, they got away with it. receiver makes the catch, and he's going to get it past the 30-yard line. Yeah, Tommy, number 11 looked like he's... I mean, he didn't have his hand in the ground, so it's not necessarily a false start, but I thought I saw his feet.
Number 15.
Must have just stayed still.
I think it's Keegan Ray. He's one of these guys, too, that he always knows where he's at on the field. So right when you think he's going outside the box or past the line of scrimmage, he just bolts that out, tosses it, and allows himself to get another first down conversion as Bellevue continues this drive.
Trips bunch to the left. Ray is going to keep it. And
Keegan Ray,
a yard on the
ball
game.
carrier.
Up to about the 28-yard line.
He looks like a yard gain, 78 on the stop. Ethan Winnick for the Tornadoes.
Ethan Winnick on the
Gain of
stop
1,
for
second
Tiffin
and
Columbian.
9.
Now Tiffin Columbian, defensive side of things, starting to pinch in a little bit more.
Second down and 9.
But they bring
Missler
that secondary in a little bit closer.
on the left side. Ray, handoff. Mays. Ball on the ground, and Bellevue's going to fall on it. They're going to say he was down, maybe? I don't know if the referee saw the fumble. Maybe it happened at the end of the play. He probably was down before the fumble.
I mean, at this point, especially
We have an
when
official
you're
timeout.
pounding the ball,
The ball, the
security
beanbag
becomes
looks like it's going to be placed at the 29.
There's nothing worse than driving down into the opponent's red zone.
Third down and 10 for
and
the
then
Redmen.
coughing the ball. That could have been twice now. Bellevue gave the ball up as they were driving into
Third and long. Third down and 10. Keegan Ray in an empty backfield in the shotgun formation takes the snap. Looking.
They're going to do it.
Set up a little bit of a screen there, but boy, Seth Belleville did an excellent job of sniffing that one out. And within 5 yards, that contact is allowed. So he made contact and made sure that catch was not going to happen.
Man, one of those things when you're chasing that play from behind, you don't know exactly whether or not he has that ball.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you make sure you give him a good
Yeah.
lick. Make sure,
Yeah.
hey, if he's gonna catch it, I'm gonna make sure I make it hard for him. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the near side of the field.
Big money down for the Tornadoes now, too.
Fourth down, Ray loading up, looking to the right side, nearly picked off. Belleville stepped in front of that one, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, again, if you recall on their last possession, Bellevue was able to convert a third down off that same exact rollout play. Tiffin Columbian wasn't going to be fooled by that one, able to sniff that out. And again, it's just been a back and forth battle, not scoring wise. These teams are definitely trading shots in the hardest way possible. 2 turnovers now between these two teams on their last 2 drives.
First and 10. Columbian takes over at their own 29-yard line. Looks like Braden Rogo coming onto the field at the quarterback position. No. It's going to be Brody Conley taking the direct snap off the left side. Makes a man miss, and he's got it. Oh, nice punishing run as he lowers his shoulder, gets a couple extra yards up to the 34-yard line.
Mason Miller,
About a 5-yard gain.
I mean, you can talk about how that play's drawn up. No hocus pocus, just all focus. If you are able to see that play come together, you know exactly what they're going to be attacking you with.
Now look at this. Nice little unbalanced line here. All power to the left side.
Another nice trap.
Brody Conley carries it up inside all that traffic and picks up a few extra yards up to about the 36-yard
Stopped
line.
by Grant Nichols, number 6.
Third and about 3.
Gain to the
Coming up here for Tiffin
36-yard
Columbian.
line. It's 3rd and 3.
Braden Rogo checks into the game for Tiffin Columbian. As is, I believe that's number 5, Drew Vasco here on the left side of the field. 3rd and 3. Big down and distance here for Tornadoes.
I've seen Vasco come in handy when they needed to toss some bombs downfield.
Rogo to the right side. He's got it out to Simcoe, and Simcoe.
That's a tremendous read
at the 30-yard
by
line.
Max Ray. Oh my
The pass was
goodness.
completed to Maddox Simcoe.
Well, I tell you,
but the
that
play
was just a
blown up
very
by
long
Max Ray,
developing
number 25 for the
bubble
Redmen.
screen there for the
And
wide
lost all the
receiver.
way back
Laying in
to
wait.
the 30-yard line where it's
And Tiffin
4th and
Columbian
9
unable
for
to get the
Tiffin
ball
Columbian.
moving once again after in a quick 3 and out too.
That's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
That's it for quarter
So we had a
number 3,
scoreless
fans.
third quarter here in
14-13,
Bellevue.
12 minutes to go in the game.
Will the fourth quarter be the same? Come back and find out. We'll be back after this. You're listening to high school football right here on WTTF, AM 1600 and FM 93.3.
Once again, if you want to stay up to date and see when the next time you might be able to catch one of these great games with their companion piece, just send it, share the link, share the page, give it a like, and you'll be all up to date with the latest and greatest going on in local area high school athletics.
So Tiffin Columbian's punt unit onto the field now on this 4th and 9. Ball marked at the 30-yard line. Xavier Kappas back deep to punt. Gets the punt away, and this is a nice punt.
Xavier Kappas.
Fair catch called for at the 34-yard line, and that's where Bellevue will take over
fair catch for the Redmen at
their
the
first
34.
possession of the fourth quarter.
And both teams throughout this game have really kept their composure and really not allowed the emotion to get the best of them, especially when we talk about these rivalry games and everything. Both teams really just going out there trying to execute best, and it's been a tight one throughout this group.
Playing a clean game of football here so far. Redmen in the shotgun formation. Tight end on the left side. Keegan's going to run to that side. And he's going to be stood up and stopped right about the 36-yard line.
Years for the
Years, no stop.
A game of about 2
Mears
seconds.
has been doing a tremendous job tonight of getting that penetration from the backside and almost moving all the line down to where the play's developing, creating a wall for Keegan Ray to have to get behind or get out in front of.
So 2nd down and 8 coming up here. Keegan Ray in the shotgun, looks to the sideline for the play.
Defense has done a tremendous job of smothering a lot of these plays.
3 receivers on the far side of the field. Keegan Ray takes the snap, loads it up to the right. It's complete. He's got it out there. And that is complete.
Keegan Ray to Deegan Horn.
Deegan Horn, who's got it up near the first down marker.
15 on the
Cut him down
stop
right
is
about the
Gunther Kissel.
43-yard
The
line.
ball is being placed at the Redmen
3rd and 1 coming up here.
43-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and short, about 2 yards.
Keegan Ray, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 tight end on the left side. He's got it back on his right hip.
Brody Conley, he notices something. He's calling it out to the defenders.
Blitz, Ray off the right side, has the first
Keegan
down.
Ray for the
It doesn't
first down.
matter.
Up to the 48-yard line, first and 10
Bellevue gets
Redmen.
the push, creates the space, and gets the first down.
At the bottom of the file was number 70, Decker DeVore for
Wrong
the
gap call
Tornadoes.
there by the defense as they thought it was A gap and ended up being B gap, and Keegan Ray with a nice gain there, pick up the first down. Two receivers out far to the right, 1 on the near side of the field. 1 tight end set on the left side. 1 back in the backfield on his right hip. That's Keegan Ray in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling to the left with Mays out in front. Ray dragged down from behind. Brody Conley drags down the ball carrier. Limits him to a short gain, maybe a yard on the play up to the 49-yard line. Nice pursuit there by Brody Conley from behind.
Brody Conley, again, he's one of those guys on the defensive side that his recognition is impeccable. He's able to adapt to exactly what the game plan is by the offense and makes himself a problem on his side wherever he's at on the field.
2nd down and 9. Ray, empty backfield, sets up the screen. They've got it. And not a whole lot doing as the defense did a great job of adjusting to that one.
Brody Conley once again.
Tried to set it up to Evan King, but King not able to do a whole lot after the catch, only a couple yards, sets him up with a 3rd and 6.
Maybe 3rd down and 6.
Down to 9 minutes left here in the ball game. Bellevue clinging on to a 1-point lead, 14-13. Ray looks at the sideline for the play adjustment. He's got it, calls it out to the line. Now settles into the shotgun. Keegan Ray
bunched.
looking, loads left to the left side, and it is complete. He's got his man. That's Davis right at the 37-yard line. I'm going to say he was inbound when he made the catch. Nathan Davis doing a nice job of just, Tommy, he looks like he's running that go route, and then he just puts on the brakes and leaves the defender in the dust. He's done that about 3 or 4 times here tonight. Just giving his quarterback a target. That's all you need. When you're rolling out to the left and rolling out to the right, if you're a receiver, coming back to your quarterback is always going to be the best play. Ray in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side of the field. Fakes the handoff. Now Ray's going to run it right side. And he's got some running room. And
Sean
Hatley drags him down from behind, back at the 35-yard line.
Unrelenting in his pursuit.
42 took him down. Sean
He chased that down.
For the Tornadoes, the ball right at 35
Tommy, you can't say
yards.
enough about the toughness of Keegan Ray. This quarterback is just, every single time he touches the ball, he's taking a hit. And this kid is just popping right back up every single time. He's just a tough kid. That's all you can ask for. Down to 8 minutes to play here in the ball game. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you get so many punches on your bump card.
Ray keeps it up the middle, and defense grabs it.
Keegan Ray, and once again, 42, Sean Hatley on the stop for the
3rd down and
Tornadoes.
5.
He have another couple, 3rd down and 5 for the Redmen.
Another 3rd and short situation. I mean, this Bellevue team, they've really been very successful on their 3rd down calls here.
Especially when it's 3rd and 5 or less. They've been pretty efficient in this situation. Ray with 3 receivers on the near side of the field, fakes the handoff, now rolls to the left. He's got a man on the left sideline. It's complete. He's got it out there to the 15-yard line.
Ray to number 34,
Evan King on the reception.
Stopped by
Tommy, he just leaked out of the backfield there, and
down at the Tornado 15-yard line.
Down and
defense is just
to
not.
read into that, I think they're going to.
Well, hurry up offense here. Defense tries to get off the field, and they do.
Defense definitely spread out now. Cut it up here in the middle.
Down to 7 minutes to play. Keegan Ray in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Mays on the handoff up the middle.
Justin Mays up the middle for the Redmen, number 33. 42, once again, Hatley with the tackle.
They knew somebody was going up the middle for the way that they had this formation out. And there was just too much open space from the middle of the field to think that Bellevue wasn't going to either, pitch that off or try to run up with it.
Keyshawn Hatley on the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up here for Bellevue.
This clock just keeps winding down. One thing you don't want to find yourself is on the other side of a 2-score game with 6 minutes remaining.
Ray, shotgun, takes the snap, keeps it himself off the left side, breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Keegan Ray upended at the end of the play by Brody Conley.
It's going to be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 coming up. Thought he was pretty close to a 1st down, but they're going to call him 2 yards short. Ray looks at the sideline for the play adjustment. 2 tight end set here for the Redmen. 1 man in the backfield, 1 receiver on each side of the field. Keegan Ray is going to keep it himself behind a wall of blockers, and it looks like he's got the 1st down.
Keegan Ray, the ball carrier.
1st and goal for Bellevue.
30 on the stop was Braden Tucker, and it
from the 5-yard line.
that they're marking it right at the 5-yard line.
This becomes a very...
And that is a 1st down for the Redmen. 1st and goal at the 5.
As again, Keegan Ray goes down, gets the 1st down, moves the chain, more importantly, keeps that clock rolling with a point advantage, and you're knocking on TC's door.
And here we have 3 receivers out far to the right. 1 tight end on the left, a little wing back on the left side as well. Yeah, that's where he's going to run with it, right there behind that wing. And the defense knows he's coming, and they beat him right at the 4-yard line.
1 yard gain of 4.
Gets the push.
It's kind of a predictable call. Almost anytime they bring that wing in, they're probably going to run behind him. Whether it's the quarterback or the running back.
Well, predictable or not, stop it.
It's exactly right.
That's what I say to, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
The call was against the Tornadoes, moving it halfway to the goal line.
So, penalty against Tiffin Columbian.
Oh, look, that don't look good.
Sideline interference, I believe, is what that call is.
He's
Ray
gonna
is
get
going
in.
to go in the end zone for a touchdown. I believe that's what it is. When they go behind the back, I think that's sideline interference. If they face the press box and they go behind the back, then that's sideline interference. Were they facing us? Okay, so yeah, that's probably what it was. The back faces the press box, what he calls it. Yep. So 4:31 left to play here in the ball game, and Bellevue takes a 20-13 lead on the Keegan Ray 4-yard touchdown run, or 2-yard touchdown run, sorry.
That earlier penalty was sideline interference against Tiffin that moved the ball down closer to the goal line, and then followed by the Keegan Ray touchdown. And now we have a Bellevue time.
4:30.
Sideline interference.
Now you're down. You got to make a big stop here on the extra point attempt. I talked at the top of this game when Bellevue got on the board. They missed that extra point attempt, or actually missed that 2-point conversion attempt. And I said we need to keep an eye on that as it made it a 1-point game. Then on Columbian,
here's our 2 fourth quarter Friday night giveaway winners. Each one is $500.
They botched
Ian
that
and Brandy
extra point
Foltz,
snap.
$500 winner.
Forcing Simcoe to
And the Bellevue Schools
try to make something out of
Administration
nothing.
Team in care of Cody Kramer, $500
They missed out
winner,
on
and
their,
they have donated the entire
extra point.
$500 back to the boosters. So we thank the
Now this
Bellevue
one could
Schools
come down
Administration
again.
Team and
It's
Cody
a great
Kramer for
Bible.
donating the $500 back,
This
and the other
two-point
$500
conversion
winner, Ian and Brandy Foltz.
is
And again, we'll
huge.
send all these checks
This
to
could
you
be the ball game right
in
here,
the mail.
Tom.
We appreciate the school
Tiffin
administration
Columbian is
team
unable to
donating
make a
their
stop.
fourth quarter winnings
Put it in a
back to the
2-possession
boosters.
ball game.
Congratulations to all of our Friday night giveaway
Through
winners.
that quarterback draw, that rollout screen.
Ray looking to pass, and the defense knocks it down at the line.
Ray's
Great
pass is
play
knocked down at the line of
to
scrimmage.
knock that one down.
20-13 our score with 4:31 to
Now
go.
you got to answer. You've been stifled on your last 2 drives.
I believe that was Cyrus Burden. He knocked that one back into the face of the quarterback.
2 turnovers and a punt here in the second half by the Tornadoes. Bellevue ate up most of the fourth quarter on that drive, able to find Bader. Now they're ahead 7 points. If you're Tiffin Columbian, this is the drive.
Number 50, Zane Clausen to kick for the Redmen.
Keegan Ray accounting for all 3 scores for Bellevue tonight. All of them from short yardage situations inside the 5-yard line. Fielded at the 30, to the 35, to the 40, 45.
Kick was fielded by
Push
Seth
the pile
Belleville.
near
Lateral
midfield to
to
about
Sean
the
Jackson.
48,
And Sean Jackson
49-yard line. So
a
a good return there by the Tornadoes as they get it up near midfield. Keyshawn Jackson on the return.
Yeah, you've had some
Number 5,
had some
Dominic Saul was
especially
the
on the
first
defensive
one
side
there
of
on the
things.
scene for the Redmen
But
on the defense.
The key factor in this game, the X factor, if you will, has been Keegan Ray and his ability to keep drives alive, control the tempo of the game, and most importantly, get points on the board. This Tiffin Columbian squad, offensively, they've been kind of stifled here in their performance. He had a 50-yard touchdown reception by L.J. Reeves earlier, but that's about it as far as performance here.
Beeston looking left, going up for Reeves, and Reeves tried to get that one, but it's incomplete.
The pass was intended for L.J. Reeves.
Right around the 30-yard line is where they were trying to hook up.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
It looked like a very similar play to what they got that touchdown on earlier, Tommy. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Beeston, the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking, pressures there, and they got him in the backfield.
He finally gets the
by number
Beeston in the back.
Mason Treat for the Redmen.
Mason Treat coming in to make the sack. In there with him is
Logan
Colin
Beeston
Karabi.
sack takes the ball back to the
How's it?
41-yard line.
This has
of
been
the
a
Tornadoes.
disastrous drive for the Tornadoes.
Third and
so
about
far.
18.
Second half just has not been friendly to this Tornado offense whatsoever. Empty backfield, 3rd and long, 3rd and 18. Beeston takes the snap, looking, loads it up. Oh, it hit his arm! 45, 50, to the 45, to the 40, and the ball's on the ground, and it looks like Columbian may have it. Wait, they're gonna say he's down. They're gonna say he was down before he fumbled.
Tiffin Columbian pick there, puts it back in the hands of the Redmen, and they quelch that drive pretty quick of the Tornadoes.
What a costly interception there by Tiffin Columbian. Bellevue is going to take over inside Tornado territory at the 39-yard line.
Well, again, might not have been able to find pay dirt on some of these drives, but this Keegan Ray, he can definitely grind on you and control the tempo and control this clock, most importantly. So, you know, if you can't make a quick stop and they just drive downfield on you, I mean, that's all for naught at that point.
Timeout, leaving them with 1.
But again,
3:30 to go in our
you need to
game.
have the time.
Bellevue is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 3:30 left to play in the ball game. Tiffin Columbian trailing by 7, 20-13. Redmen take over after the interception. We'll take a look around the area at some of the other scores. Norwalk leading Perkins 24-14. That's in the 4th quarter. Gibsonburg all over Margaretta 54-7 in the 4th quarter. Clyde beating up on Sandusky 26-14. Calvert and Lakota tied at 7 in the 3rd quarter. Tommy, I know that one's going to come down to the last minute. That one's a great game. Let's see, Carey all over Upper Sandusky 43-0. Boy, Winford laid it to the Tigers tonight, 40-7 over Seneca East. Monroeville over Plymouth 21-12. Let's see. Fremont Ross beat Toledo Whitmer 14-6. That's a big win for Ross. Colonel Crawford beating Mohawk 14-6. Crawford still undefeated here in the season, sitting alone atop the N10. Actually, no, them and Carey both alone at the top of the N10. Keegan Ray keeps himself off the left side, and he's got enough.
Oh, it's gonna be
just short of the first down. They're gonna call it
30.
just shy.
So it's going to be short.
About the 30-yard line is where they'll mark him down. He needed to get it to the 29
Stopped by
to
number
convert the
30,
first.
Braden Tucker.
So 3:13 left here in the ball game, and that clock continues to roll. 3 receivers on the near side of the field, 2 backs in the backfield with Keegan Ray. Now Ray comes up to the line, makes the adjustment, and let this play clock go all the way down to 7. Now Ray fakes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, has the first down.
First down run by Keegan Ray, number 12.
And that'll be up to the 28-yard line.
Stopped by Jackson Harris for the Tornadoes.
2:42 left to play in the ball
Ball
game.
at the
Clock will
28.
stop on the first down until the chains are set. Now that clock continues to roll. Two tight ends set here. Two receivers on each side, or one receiver on each side of the field. One back in the backfield. Ray in the shotgun, takes the snap, keeps it off left side, carries it forward and near the 27. No, mark down about 26
Brody
yard.
Conley on the
Bellevue,
stop.
just down in the trenches. I mean, you think about trying to make these adjustments for Keegan Ray and, you know, where you can put guys, but, I mean, it starts up front. This Bellevue Redmen front, they have just got the push that they needed to where Keegan Ray, once he gets there to the line of scrimmage, he's able to make that commit, make that great choice because he's got so many different options for him. And he's just been unstoppable on the ground here tonight.
Second down and about 9 coming up here.
Execution. It's the name of the game. Both teams executed tremendously on tonight. Keegan Ray, his execution. I mean, he's been the story of this game. He's definitely controlled this game for 48 minutes because you really haven't got to see much of this tornado offense on the field. And you want to beat a team with a great offense, keep them off the field.
Yeah, we've definitely seen more of this TC defense than we've seen all year long, Tommy. Two tight ends set, one on each side. One receiver on each side of the field. Keegan Ray looks to the sideline for the play adjustment. Now comes up to the line, calls the play. Now settles into the shotgun. Ray, quarterback keeper off the left side. Defense trips him up right about the 25.
Timeout, Tiffin Columbian. Brody Conley on the stop.
Tiffin Columbian will take their second timeout.
Well, don't forget, again, this TC squad, I know you kind of get in your own way, follow a successful team 3-0, but I mean, this Bellevue squad, we talk about the battle of the unbeatens. I mean, this Bellevue squad, you knew tonight they were going to come in super prepared and overly tough, as this is the number 6 team in their division.
Make sure you stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt. We'll break down tonight's action and get you set for the scouting report this Monday night right here on WTTF from 7 to 8 p.m. Live from the WTTF studios in downtown Tiffin. Break down tonight's game and all the games in the area. Big third down here for this TC defense. 3rd and 6. Ray, shotgun, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it off the right side. And, oh, he breaks a tackle and falls forward for the first down.
What a move. I think that may have been the move.
Brody Conley, the missed tackle.
By Cyrus Burton, number 9.
And Keegan Ray carries it forward and picks up a fresh set of downs for this Bellevue offense.
Officials timeout for measurement.
Boy, they really like to measure. Making sure. And the measurement looks like it's a first down. That is. First down, Bellevue. And that's probably going to do it, Tommy. That'll put the nails in the coffin here, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably run 1 or 2 regular plays, but you don't definitely don't want to risk putting the ball on the ground.
Down to 1:55 left to play. Columbian still with 1 timeout left. They'll probably keep that in their pocket. 4 backs in the backfield, including the quarterback. A bit of a wishbone set here.
Timeout Bellevue, that'll be their 3rd and final.
1:34 left to play. Bellevue takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 20-13, Bellevue leading Tiffin Columbian. Take this time to thank our sponsors. Thanks to our pregame show sponsor, UIS Insurance and Investments. Thanks to Chris Schieffer Insurance, Coppice Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kibler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, stick around for the postgame show brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt.
Minute 34 left here, and again, after a big third down conversion, 3rd and 6, in which Tiffin Columbian, unable to stop Keegan Ray, puts a move on the defender and converts. Keegan Ray bulldozes up ahead. And
Keegan Ray, the ball carrier.
Ray
down to the 9-yard line.
Is going to get another first down, it looks like.
The timeout, Tiffin Columbian. And that'll be their
final timeout of the ball game. 1:24 left to play. And this Bellevue offense is just, methodical, Tommy. Their attack.
I mean, they don't get too cute. They just go with what works, and that's exactly what they've always hung their hat on. You know, great quarterback play, great ground attack. You know, nothing. Ed Nasani, he definitely runs an old school type of.
Interesting development here. Sandusky now takes the lead over Clyde in the fourth quarter, 27-26. Calvert and Lakota still tied at 7 in the third quarter. Norwalk takes a 30-14 lead over Perkins. Shotgun formation. Ray keeps it up the middle.
Keegan Ray, the ball carrier.
And not a whole lot there. Not sure if he got the first or not, but it's pretty close. I think they'll say just short.
A couple of other scores are reported. Norwalk's up on Perkins, 30-14.
At the end of the game.
And in the fourth quarter, Sandusky leads Clyde 27-26.
Big number 76. I think that's 76, is it? It's Hayden Bricker.
Number 76, Hayden Bricker shaking up on the play.
Earlier, tougher than out. Because he knows exactly how much he means to the squad, and especially positioning in the SBC Lake. But
was able to come off the field with help from a couple trainers.
the spirit's willing.
Now down inside of a minute to play. 3rd down and 1. Just got to get this first down, and the game's pretty much over here. Keegan Ray. Takes the snap, carries it forward, and he's got that first.
Keegan Ray for the Redmen first down at the 5-yard line.
And that's got to be a great moment for Keegan Ray, because as a starter, this is the first time he's beaten Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, again, no matter what they say about throwing schedules and records out the window, I mean, those past matchups, you remember those. And his senior campaign, Keegan Ray definitely took this undefeated squad out on their home field and turned away the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. As Tiffin Columbian, they're definitely tasked with the unenviable task of trying to win 2 back-to-back road games against tough SBC rival teams.
And that's going to do it. That's the end of the ball game. Bellevue holding on to beat Tiffin Columbian by a final score of 20-13. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back with the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show. You're listening to high school football right here on WTT.
Our final score, Bellevue 20, Tiffin Columbian 13.
And Bellevue, here at home, will now take position on top of the SBC Lake Mountain after dispatching Tiffin Columbian 20-13 at home. After both teams come in here tonight 3-0 in the 6-game regular season of the 2020 campaign. Reminder again, as much as you want to build that momentum and go undefeated into the postseason, you know, you do get a guaranteed punch card into the playoffs this year. You got to have kind of a learning curve somewhere, but unfortunately one of these teams had to lose tonight. Tiffin Columbian just not up to the task in that second half.
I don't. Ohio here at First National Bank Field at Bellevue High School, site of tonight's matchup between the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the Bellevue Redmen, with the Redmen coming away with a big win over Tiffin Columbian, staying undefeated, moving to 4-0 on the season by a final score of 20-13. Nate Mullins here in the press box with Tommy Hall. You're listening to the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show. Once again, final score 20-13 Bellevue over Tiffin Columbian. The Tornadoes now falling to 3-1 on the season and second place now in the SBC Lake. I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you high school football all season long right here on WTTF. Thanks to our pregame show sponsor, UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schieffer Insurance, Coppice Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kibler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, you're listening to the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall up here in the press box. Final score, Bellevue 20, Tiffin Columbian 3. In the Frozen Yogurt postgame show. We'll step aside, take that now, and we'll be back to take this down and wrap things up from Bellevue High School. Once again, 13 was your final score. We'll be back after this. You're listening to high school football right here on your Seneca County TF.
Action between Tiffin Columbian and Bellevue, as we knew coming into this one, it was going to come down to the wire and who was going to execute. And man, you know, you can't win them all. But Bellevue, they just executed in every step of the game.
Once we get down, I'll let you have it.
Both teams came in 3-0. Bellevue now 4-0 on the season. Makes sense for 2020.
Right. I'd like to know what the heck was going on with the phone. the beginning of the second. Welcome back to Bellevue High School here at First National Bank Field. Final score, Bellevue 20, Tiffin Columbian 13. The Redmen now moving to 4-0 on the season. Tiffin Columbian falls to 3-1. Tommy Hall up here in the press box with myself, Nate Mullins. We've got Greg Kinn down manning the cameras along the sidelines. Once again, you're listening to the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show. Tommy, a rough one here for Tiffin Columbian as there before the end of the first half, looked like Bellevue, they marched down the field, went up 14-7, and then Tiffin Columbian with a quick strike down the field, about 50 yards for the touchdown to draw within a point. But Tommy, the botched extra point attempt, the bad snap, Simcoe trying to make something happen there, but unable to convert on that 2-point conversion. I mean, that really was the last time they really had any kind of momentum going because, Tommy, in the second half, they just really weren't able to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, defensively, they did a good job keying on Keegan Ray. I mean, yeah, he had 46 carries, but, I mean, compared to last week, he had 44 carries for over 300 yards last week. They cut that yardage total in half, but it still didn't matter, Tommy. I mean, you think about it, 3 total touchdowns on the night, and they just could not stop him when it mattered. That's the biggest thing. When they needed the big stop, they couldn't come up with it all night long, and that's pretty much the key here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of guys pride themselves on how many rushing yards they can get or passing yards, and in my honest opinion, the only stat that matters to me is how many W's I have and how many L's I got. And Keegan Ray, both teams came in tonight. We knew it was going to be back and forth for 48 minutes. He took control, 46 carries for 156 yards, and I think he had 180 yards through the air. So. He definitely brought the perfect mix, the perfect balance in this Bellevue offensive attack. But, man, the defense for Bellevue, real quick 3-and-out drives by Tiffin Columbian. As you said, had a little bit of momentum rolling in their favor in the first half, but just seemed like they never came out of the locker room there in the second half as Bellevue controlled the tempo, controlled the pace, and definitely outplayed these Tornadoes throughout the last 24 minutes of action here from Bellevue to solidify their spot in the SBC Lake Division at 4-0 now.
And Tommy, you got to think, I mean, they've got they got Sandusky next week and then Clyde, I believe, the following week after that. So they've still got a couple of tough tests on the schedule coming up in front of them. But, I mean, Tiffin Columbian, they've got to regroup and they've got to figure out exactly what went wrong here tonight because, I mean, they've got to figure out a way to rally the troops and win out here so they can possibly still keep themselves in the conversation.
Yeah, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and that's exactly what happened to Tiffin Columbian here tonight. They were rolling through the season 3-0, outscoring opponents by big margins, but then tonight just kind of came in flat. And a Bellevue, Ed Nasani coach, Bellevue squad, they were up to the task and definitely showed where they were in the lay of the land in comparison of the SBC Lake Division.
So, take a look around the area. We've got some other scores going on still. There's one game still in progress right now. Actually, a couple games still in progress. Norwalk leading Perkins. At one point, this was a 31-14 game. Now it's 31-28 at the end of the fourth quarter there. Just a 3-point game between Norwalk and Perkins. Sandusky had taken the lead over Clyde. Now the Flyers have it back, 34-27. That's in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. Still tied at 7 as far as score stream is concerned between Calvert and Lakota. That's probably the matchup other than this one that I had my eyes on this weekend, Tommy, as Mike Lento and his staff doing an outstanding job over there in Kansas with the Lakota Raiders. And, obviously Tiffin Calvert out to a hot start as well. Both teams, I believe, are 3-0 going into that matchup. So a couple of undefeated matchups here this weekend. And I'd say both of them are pretty much rivalry games. Calvert and Lakota, over the last couple of years, has really turned into somewhat of a rivalry game. So some scores that obviously game's still going on, so we won't know exactly how that's going to finish out when we're done here. So you're going to have to tune in this Monday night for the Scouting Report, live right here on WTTF between the hours of 7 and 8 o'clock. We'll have all the breakdowns of all the games in the area, and we'll get you set for the week in sports coming up. Yes. As next week, Tommy, we hit the road once again. We're over in Margaretta for Tiffin Calvert versus the Polar Bears. That's a Friday night kickoff once again at 7 o'clock right here on WTTF next Friday night.
Well, again, we can't wait to be on that call to see if Calvert remains Tiffin area only undefeated team, and that as they continue to battle Lakota, we'll have the fallout of that one on the scoreboard or on the scouting report this Monday night. But again, Nate, can't wait to be on that call from Margaretta as we hit the road once again, and now I'm going to hit the road for a margarita.
Well, this is the next week is the last road game of our regular season schedule. We'll finish out on October 3rd and 4th with a couple of home games back at Frostcountown Stadium. We'll have Tiffin Columbian and I believe, let me see, who's the last game? I know we have Tiffin Calvert and Hopewell Loudon as our October 3rd game, and at October 2nd, would be Friday, October 2nd, Norwalk at Columbian. So a couple of big games on the schedule at the end of the year, and then we still have, obviously, Calvert at Margaretta next week, so make sure you tune in for that next Friday night right here on WTTF. All right, Tommy, any final thoughts as we wrap things up? First National Bank Field here in Bellevue?
Definitely not a game to hold your head down about. Tiffin Columbian, they came in undefeated. They tried to execute their plan, but it just wasn't their night. It's tough to come off back-to-back road games against rival teams and expect to come out with the W. But, you always learn more from a loss, as I always say, and this is definitely a learning curve for Tiffin Columbian on how you regroup and how you react after Bellevue came out and punched you in the mouth for 48 minutes. But now, again, you got to put that in the rearview mirror, focus on next week.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's going to do it for Greg Kinn and Tommy Hall. I want to thank our board op, our audio engineer, Anna Ocredo, back at the WTTF studios for spinning the dials and keeping us on the air tonight. I know we had quite a few fires to put out. Thank you, Anna, for everything you did tonight and everything you do for us here at WTTF. Once again, for Tommy Hall and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from First National Bank Field in Bellevue. Final score, Bellevue 20, Tiffin Columbian 13. That's going to do it. You've been listening to your Seneca County Sports Connection, AM 1600, FM 93.3. We've been streaming online at WTTF.com and on your free WTTF app. Have a good night, everybody.